the linebacker.
Yeah, he's what?
Was he an illegal immigrant?
Yeah, his name was Manuel Orrego Zavala, 37, from Guatemala. Killed him, and the other guy, the Uber driver, Jeffrey Monroe. It sucks.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 61 of the Underground Pub Show here on the PPK Multiverse Network. My name is Schreiber, here as always with CJ and Bobo. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. This is the last show before we end up season 2 finally. We're going to be taking a break here for the next month, I guess it is, something like that.
Yeah,
CJ said until next football season.
Until next football season.
Until the fourth Star Wars movie comes out. So it's like
of this next year that's coming out.
Yeah, of the new whatever the hell.
Well, there's I think there's
not the solo movie.
No,
but
the solo
not
movie.
That crap.
There's a Greedo movie
Crap.
that's coming out.
Right. No.
That blue elephant thing that
This
plays
is the Dash
piano.
Randar movie that's
They're
supposed
gonna
to
have
come out
a
in
movie
3
on that
years.
too.
Do you know what's funny? Do you
so
know
all
they're
the-
fighting on the fucking tram from Dash Rendar, the video game?
No.
They're
You
what?
played the Dash Rendar game, correct?
You talking about the
On N64
yeah,
Shadows
yeah.
of the
That's
Empire?
the only reason I know
On
who
the
Dash
game,
Randar is.
No.
They're fighting on top of that mining train in
Right.
the game. It's
Yeah.
in the trailer.
Really?
It is in the trailer.
Like actual footage
For
from that.
the
They're
solo
fighting-
trailer?
It's Shadows of the Empire, dude. It is Shadows of the Empire.
Are they going to just put Han in like Dash situations?
It
they've
almost
done
seems
that.
like that's
well,
what we're
they've
heading
done that.
towards.
They've approved that before, man.
Well, you know, I mean, with the Super Bowl, like, you know, we always get all these great, quote unquote, great trailers and commercials and whatnot. But that the Han Solo movie, that seemed to spark the most controversy. The nerds were flying and furious and
should
hatred.
I put the graphic up for that since we're already talking
Yes,
about it?
I mean, let's
What
jump
was the
to
controversy?
we'll get to the game and all that later. Yeah, the Han Solo movie. They
Talk about sports second.
Yeah, we'll talk about sports second. They the Han Solo trailer, it premiered during the commercials of the Super Bowl this past weekend, and there was a lot of people that were absolutely furious about this.
They fucking lost their minds.
Honestly, I didn't understand it because it's just a trailer, but
I haven't
like
heard one person say anything about it. Like, what are we talking about?
we just heard Bobo going on about how bad apparently this movie
He
is.
goes on about
Yeah,
how bad
it's like
Star
that's-
Wars is every week.
But I've been
That's
talking
not
about
new.
this movie. I can really go into details of how. Do you know they had to hire an acting coach halfway through the movie because they realized that the Han Solo guy could not act?
I mean, how hard could it be?
And then
Why didn't
be
they just
Han
see
Solo,
Jenks?
like the younger
and
Han
then
Solo.
CG?
the
That's
guy
what
that
they're
was
doing
doing the
now.
movie got fired, and that's when they got old dude from the Andy Griffith Show to come in and take over and had to reshoot half of it rather than just making the whole new
Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger is such a bad actor that they just CG'd him into his last film. Why don't they just do that?
I mean, they could. I mean, I
No,
don't know.
we don't
but-
need no
I mean, Arnold
Grandma
was,
Tarkin CGI people anymore. That was just trash.
So for those that aren't with the new, what's the controversy? Like, why do people give a crap? I mean, it looks
Well,
like
I mean,
a decent trailer.
Well, as what tends to happen
Hold on,
with these,
if
with
anybody out there wants to join in on this conversation, don't
Absolutely,
forget
yeah.
the hotline is open, 850-907-7686. Live chat is in full effect. Hit us up.
yes, y'all please join us in what we're talking about right now, which is currently the Han
question
Solo
that I
movie.
just asked.
Yeah, what CJ was just talking
Yeah,
about.
the question I just asked. Let's
But
get
you
back
have to
that.
remember the question that CJ
Yeah,
just asked.
I just asked, like, what is the controversy
Bobo's
of
doing
this
a
trailer?
predator face.
Well,
Like,
as soon as that trailer hit during the Super Bowl, a lot of people just said it looked shitty. So this is
What's-
going to be bad. This is going to be worse than the last Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi.
There's a
Yeah.
group of
Yeah.
people that I like to watch called Red Letter Media, and they made a joke, like a parody of sorts, like pretending how they're going to react to the trailer before the trailer was released. And it came out a week ago before the trailer was even released or even seen. But they made a joke parody of the reaction to the trailer. If you watch their joke parody and then actually watch the trailer, it's almost spot on the things they were saying, like, oh, here's ships. And they're like, oh, Falcon, it's a Millennium Falcon. And it lined up perfectly with the actual trailer because of how predictable the trailer would be.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. I'm sure that was a very
Also,
entertaining.
I always like to bring up China and how China, like,
Well, yeah, the
and
Chinese
how
are
the
a
Chinese-
little weird about some of these
they
movies.
changed-
Oh, I
the-
thought he meant elongated clitoris. China.
Star Wars,
Sorry, like
the
the
last
former
Star Wars
WWE
movie
wrestler?
did so poorly in China that they renamed a movie called Ranger Solo. It's named the movie now. And
No kidding,
that's-
really?
Yeah, it's called Ranger Solo.
I did not
They're
know that.
separating it from Star Wars so that Chinese people might watch it.
So I mean, to answer CJ's question though, like, what about this Han Solo movie looks so bad? Because I mean, I've watched the trailer a few times. Nothing about it really stands out to make me think that's gonna be this like fantastic movie. But it doesn't look terrible either. I mean, it's a trailer. I really can't base too much off of a trailer. Other than it's a movie that's going to come out
trailers
on
can
May
go
20
both ways, man. Like, there's
It
like
comes out
some
May
really
25th,
terrible
yeah.
movies that have amazing trailers, and vice versa.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, I saw a lot of people almost
like a Trump comment,
almost the
and
s-
vice versa.
almost
Star
this
Wars
is-
trailers are
proper
all the
tone.
same lately.
But almost the second after this Solo trailer hit after during the Super Bowl, it was just pandemonium. People were all over Facebook going about how horrible this movie looks like. I mean, I just don't really get it. Like, I mean,
Well, a lot of them are still mad after the last Star Wars movie, so they're just going to lash out no matter what they're going
I
to
didn't think it was that bad. I thought it
I
was
liked
all
the
right.
last one.
I liked
thought it was
yeah.
better than
Well, a lot of
Force
the power-
Awakens.
I did too.
the power nerds and the
bad.
thruster boys. They did not like it. As a person
Yep.
myself that thinks that the franchise has just gone to shit and it's unsalvageable at this point, I actually liked it because they actually tried to do new stuff, and apparently the new stuff is what everyone hated. So of course those people still hate what's going on. They also hate the new video game that's out right now. They hate everything Star Wars right now. It's at a low.
The thing I kept saying was that Han Solo doesn't look like Harrison Ford, and I couldn't help but think, like, well, it's supposed to be when
That's
he
the
was younger.
entire reason why he's there. Which is that's the thing. The entire reason why they have a dude that can't act is because someone thought he looked like a young Harrison Ford.
I mean,
Well-
fair enough, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, really, like,
I
you
find
can
it a
make him
little
look however
silly.
you
I mean-
want to make him look. Like, James Bond never looks exactly the same. It's always a
No,
different
but they
actor.
can all
That-
act
that's
just
because
the
they're
character
Englishmen
itself.
and they can all
Technically-
act. That's why.
Technically, that is a little different because I didn't know this for a long time, but all those James Bond movies, when they switch actors,
Yeah,
it's
a
supposed
new.
to be a different.
It's a new
legacy.
Bond. The code name of
a
the
different
person
Bond.
is James Bond, and his code number is
Right.
007.
So then, why is they mad that they're gonna make James Bond
Whoa,
black?
whoa,
Like,
whoa,
they're
whoa,
supposed to
stop,
make
stop.
Idris
because
Elba
white
black.
people, I don't know. That's what you guys do. I
Yeah,
don't know
dude,
what I
listen.
can't explain
Oh,
that.
come on now.
Dude, now listen, they're fucking the Brits world up right now, man. They're making Bond black and they're making the Doctor a chick.
Yeah,
They're
Bond's
Doctor-
not gonna-
Ghostbusters are
Same-
chicks. I mean, come on
At
now.
the same
Like,
time.
moving
I don't
on.
think they're good. I don't think James Bond's gonna be black.
Well, I mean,
I
if
never
you-
heard of this. This is the
I
first time I've
actually haven't heard of
this.
that either. But
Facebook. If you
No.
really care, I want to
I
hear
mean-
about Facebook's opinion.
I
If
think
anybody
this is
happens to
just-
actually like stop looking at cat memes and watch this show, if you have a problem with James Bond being black, let me know. 850-907-7686. It's like a code name from what you're saying.
Roger Moore had a
let us
problem with
know.
it and mentioned it in vocally.
Roger
Well, who
Moore-
cares what Roger Moore thinks? He's like 100 years old.
I think he's dead
let us
now.
know. Let us know whatever you have to say about what we're talking about tonight. I mean,
Oh, and we've got a new toy. So what we can do is, from now on, we'll continue to do the polls on the Facebook page
Yeah.
or whatever, however it is you guys are doing, and then we actually have a system now that we can use that shows like the emotion things for like the live stream. So you can say if you like A, do the smiley face, do the mean face if you like this or whatever.
That's like one of my favorite sites.
Well, that's been like the whole time, I think.
No, we'll see.
I
It
just-
does a graph, and you can
Well,
see the
I
people's
just
reaction.
liked our show, so we got one.
Way to skew the numbers, asshole.
I mean, we got a lot to talk about, though.
Yeah,
We still
we
got
do.
the Star Wars, which I think look cool. Like Childish Gambino is going to be Lando Calrissian.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
that's awesome.
It seems like it's worth giving a chance.
Yeah,
I'm
Woody
not
Harrelson's
willing to bury understand until I actually see the
Wouldn't it
movie.
be crazy if Donald started doing Colt 45 commercials when he got older? Like, he ends up just following in the man's footsteps.
You know,
and shit.
we had mentioned earlier on the show that we do have an underground pub show Facebook group outside of our actual page that you can like. We have a group, and occasionally we have a thing where we do
Polls?
polls. Yes, thank you. We do polls on our page, and recently our
I've done a
most
check, but I've never done a poll.
we've done several polls on the.
It's not up. son of a bitch. There you go.
We've done
Thanks.
several polls, and,
Is that a true story? Have you had a check?
Yeah, I used to live in England, dude. Come on.
but
That's like, what country was the best? Like, have you noticed? Is it America? Is it
Honestly,
English?
no. Honestly, at that time when I was there, it was hard. It wasn't as easy for them to roam around as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you read into like Czech, Poles,
Yeah.
anyone from that area, dude, it was usually in for a good time.
Yeah.
no,
And the guy was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
First chick I hung out
So
with
you end up
was
on
like,
that fucking train from the Hostel movie.
well, see, I didn't leave. I didn't
Yeah.
leave town. I had to leave
that
town.
happens.
I lived near kind of a hip
In
metropolitan
in
area.
Eastern
so-
Europe, shit like that does still happen.
But the most recent poll we did on our Facebook group was who's going to win the Super Bowl, which was a big question. And ironically,
who wants a white blade?
a white blade. What?
Are
Oh,
you
it's only
guys
a
not?
live track.
Yeah. Someone's problem if you have a black James Bond, why can't you
The-
have a
the-
white
Well, I
blade?
mean, you can have a black.
That'd be like
James
having
Bond
a
and a-
having a white Django
The
Unchained.
thing is, though,
A white Black Panther would be pretty
All
cool.
the thing about the Bonds though
What?
is the Bonds are just literally a top special agent in this Her Majesty's Secret Special Service,
It's a code
in which
name,
there's
right?
there's 9 of them. 001 through 009, and they're and 007 is always called James Bond. So it could be a Chinese man if he's an English-born Chinese man that's really good at espionage. He might be James
they've
Bond.
gotta
I mean,
be
he has to have at
really
least
good.
the accent, right? To,
Because
fit
all the
in.
enemies are
Let's
looking
be
for the guy
English.
named
He has
James
to be
Bond.
originally. He has to be from England.
like from England.
I don't think
so,
you can
like,
be England. I don't think you can come over from China and become like a citizen of England and then be a Bond. I think
can
you'd
obviously
be
be
a
Scottish.
naturally born Englishman, which obviously yes, you
like,
have
if
China.
if a couple came from China and had a kid
and had a
in
kid,
England, yeah,
exactly, yes,
Okay.
a kid from Berkenstow,
Well,
or
Bergenstow,
Bury
okay.
St Edmunds,
in Bury St. Edmunds.
or
Connery
Surrey.
was Scottish.
So
He
we're
was-
we're still on James Bond. Like,
yeah, we're talking about James
We're going
Bond,
all over
and
the
then,
still
place
about
right
James
now.
Bond. Okay,
And then we're also talking about like,
I-
is it okay?
I got like way
So, like-
behind on this conversation. Like, so
You
what?
started the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I thought we were past it now. Like, so
No,
No, we go where we
So what-
want to go.
so
we're
what-
talking
what-
about this right now.
what more about James Bond are we talking
I'm
about?
We're
just
saying,
saying
like, is
that-
there a problem having a black
I
James
think
Bond?
having
No, I thought we established that a long time ago.
the
No,
whole
like,
thing
I
about
don't-
Blade was his mom was this black chick that got bit by a vampire and
Mm-hmm.
she got pregnant and had him, and then he was he was a daywalker and his mom was black. I don't
Yes.
think he would come out as a white dude. Maybe a light dude, maybe a little lighter than Wesley
I don't know.
Snipes.
Daywalker is another term for ginger people, and they're super white people.
Yeah, we know them.
But that's a whole different. That's just different.
It's a
So
different-
there.
Well, it's like, like on here, the question was like the difference was like between Blade having a white blade is like Blade in the comics was a
Yeah, you know what the
African-American.
white blade is? It's called any
Like-
sort of like other vampire movie you've watched. I don't know. Goddamn freaking with the one with freaking
Facebook chat is
Tom
great.
Cruise and
What's
freaking Brad Pitt.
Facebook chat
There
is
you go. There's your white
What?
vampire dudes walking around killing other vampires.
Won't come up.
So we're done. We've already solved the white blade. It's called freaking the Tom Cruise movie.
Interview with a Vampire.
There you go. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
That movie's great.
I know.
That was
And,
a
there,
good movie, yeah.
and one white vampire killed another vampire, making him a vampire hunter. Problem solved.
I was like, I thought you were not supposed to kill other vampires in like vampire lore.
They did it all the time in those Anne Rice books. I mean, like look at
Yeah,
Vampire Lestat.
But that's why Lestat got fucked up, was because like
Yeah.
even the little
because
girl.
he exposed
Well,
like
he
their
ca-
kind through his music, and that pissed a lot of people off.
no,
so,
not just no. Before that,
like interview with a vampire, or
well, like they Kirsten Dunst, they
Well-
killed her and
well,
other guy.
like he broke the first rule, which was making her too young, right?
Yes.
Like he and then they went to that castle and they were gonna murk her because there was like so like he killed all those people.
Spoiler alert.
from a '90s movie.
from a movie that's been out for
That
a
was
long
so far
time now.
separated. from
Twilight
the book,
had a
it's not
black
even funny.
vampire. What? I
I
don't
mean,
remember
they
that.
did, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure they did, but thank
Really?
you, Christina Bethune.
And,
Yeah, I know it's sad that I know that,
no,
right?
okay.
But
Also,
They had Hawaiian wolves. I know that.
True
That-
Blood
yeah,
had
that
black
happened, too.
vampires. That Tara girl, the main friend of Rogue, Anna Paquin,
yeah.
and then Lafayette was actually, I don't know if he ever got turned.
No, Lafayette never got turned. He turned into like a voodoo. His boyfriend was a voodoo man. That's all I know.
The one that
He
worked at
just
the
died
hospital.
recently, didn't he?
Yeah,
The guy
yeah.
that played him actually.
Yeah,
did.
Lafayette
That was
died in
my-
real life.
Dude, Lafayette was my favorite character on that show.
He
Yeah,
made
he
the
was
show.
that
He made it tolerable during those years. It wasn't all that
But
great.
just like
Yeah.
most HBO series, that shit just got old and worn out quickly. You
It
know
was
what I mean?
right when the wolves came in, and
Yeah,
it
once
was
you
like,
start introducing all the other supernatural shit and just takes away from what was cool about the show.
Yeah.
The only show to me, two shows actually that I think were awesome through the whole thing was, of course, Sopranos was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I saw an episode.
Oz was dope, and then around halfway through season 3, it was nothing but man sex, and I just
Yeah,
couldn't watch
like
that shit
like
anymore.
Oz started off great, but like
But
you
Big
said, like
Love,
halfway
man,
through it was just
the
like very difficult to watch.
Polygamy show with Bill Paxton that and what's her name, Anna or the girl from Kids, Sorvini.
Mira Sorvini.
No,
or
it's
like
something else Sorvini.
Dude, The Wire is one of the best series ever on HBO.
That's
And
what
not
I
one
just
se-
watched.
Watch it, but,
Elba,
like,
like,
and not,
everybody
not
I've
a
talked to
single
that's watched
season
it-
was bad.
Everybody I've talked to that's watched The Wire, like even shows.
Even the all white
But I
people
like
season,
saying-
season 2 is still pretty good.
Everybody
had
says
all
you
white
need to
people
watch it. Like,
Season 2, people make fun of it.
Didn't they go
and
like,
then
"Oh,
for
The
some
Wire?"
reason, The Wire decided to have all white people involved. In,
apparently, it's just you have to watch it. If you don't watch
yeah,
it,
if you
suck,
watch it,
you're
you'll get it. It's
terrible,
pretty funny. It's like a bunch of Polacks doing like
the
hustling.
white wire.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
The Wire whitewashing of season
Yeah, they
2.
whitewashed season 2. They're trying to
I have to
appease.
check that one out.
But no, it was,
2 of The Wire, Polacks take over.
no, it was basically Polacks ran the docks. In,
It
in
got brought up
Baltimore.
actually in a season episode.
Well,
of
that's
The League.
true, man. Like, because I'm a Slav, right?
Yeah.
And like my people, like,
Dock work and
right, they
yeah,
went to
that's
Los
exactly what-
Angeles to become longshoremen. That's what
Yeah,
they all
that's
do.
what
yeah.
all the Polacks, all the Polish people, and
Not just the
and-
Polish, it's
and-
like Eastern Europeans in
well,
general.
yeah, that's based, and they were smuggling girls from all that area.
Oh yeah,
through
we're
the container-
very, very good at
Hey,
sex
through
trafficking.
containers, and that's what season 2 starts
That's
off.
what my family used to
Like,
do. Was they were sex
They
traffickers.
find a
Is-
container full of dead girls, and they're like, "What the
Oh,
fuck?"
now they failed.
Bobo, is
Yeah.
Polak a derogatory term?
When I said it, I felt like I was being derogative towards
Like-
Polish people. So
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. I
no,
felt bad.
Polak is definitely a derogatory term for Polish people.
I didn't feel good saying Polak.
Right.
That's why I apologize.
That's why I was kind of worried. Like, I had some, like, a lot of people
You
I
were
know.
worried the most racist. You're
No,
the
I know,
racist
okay, like,
guy on the show,
I
and you
try-
were worried.
I try to- try not to be
Polacks
racist.
are white people.
Any
that's
Polish
why.
people want to call in, and do you feel
Yeah.
that me calling you a Polak is
CJ's
racist?
offended.
Let me know.
CJ's
I'm
only
offended.
offended.
Not
because-
racist. I
because
guess that's
Oh.
national.
Polish people are white.
No,
that's
it's not
why he's
nationalist.
offended.
Another thing is like, okay, so there's micro wrestling going on today, which is little people wrestling.
Oh, micro?
Yeah, that's
They don't
the
call it
term-
midget wrestling no more?
No, because midget is an offensive term. So it's micro wrestling.
Fair enough.
So at the bar in Pensacola that has the bull, that's where the micro wrestling is.
I don't know where that's
There's
at.
a bar in Pensacola with
You
a
can
bull?
say it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not going to get in trouble.
No, it's Wild Greg's.
Never
Oh,
heard
I
of that
should have known.
place.
Why did I
Okay.
not know that?
That's the place which actually has like teen night on Thursdays. So you'll see the teens
Like Seville?
all lined
Seville
up.
has teen night on Thursdays.
No, but I mean it's popular, man. Like they go all the way down the road. But yeah, there's micro wrestling there, and I had to correct people because midget is a derogatory term to.
So you walk around telling people stop
Yeah.
saying midget
Stop
wrestling?
saying that. It's micro wrestling.
I can see
know-
you doing
know
that.
the
and then
acceptable term
luchadors.
over the years. The acceptable term for black people has changed, right? black is basically
That's dope.
African American or
I never used the term.
Negro at one time.
I never used the term African American.
I can't believe they haven't even changed the name of the NAACP. I mean, you know what I mean? Colored people, like, that's horrible. Like, why would you call or want to be called that? But anyway, my point is, the same thing happens with little people. Like, one minute they want to be dwarves or whatever, the next minute they want to be munchkins. I mean, I don't know.
He did just pull the Copeland mom move on this just now and got up and walked away.
No, I had
he
to,
put
like-
his Tennessee hat and walked off.
We're not talking about Alabama. I'm out of here.
No, dude, I had to pee so bad. Like,
He
it was
put
not
on
even
his
funny.
Tennessee hat and rode the fuck out.
If we're not talking about Alabama or my band, I'm out of here.
Let me tell you a
God,
story
I
about.
went for days about
I
either
went
one
to
of
like
those.
5 shows the other day with Nick Saban.
God, and
I
I'm
watched some
Nick
heavy
Saban can
metal.
mosh so hard, it's
God,
not even funny.
My band, dude. Let me tell
getting
you.
tired of tracking
dude.
these vocals the same night I do my podcast.
Nick Saban can do the Casper, what's it called? That dance he was doing
Was that him or Sean Payton?
No, that was
Sean
him.
Payton has his own dance.
Yeah, he has the Payton, they call it, right?
Yeah, it's called the Payton.
Like, it's called the Payton? Okay.
No, you didn't see your boy doing
But,
the
but
old
Nick Saban's got one too? Oh, with, when he was a recruit, that one
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, okay, I did see
the
that.
Cupid Shuffle. That's what it is. I'm pretty
Dude.
sure that was the
You gotta
dance.
do what you gotta do to get recruited for good players.
I guess
There's
so.
some mad Cupid shuffling going on that cruise I was on, man. Like,
Yeah.
Even though
Iranian like mobsters were like doing the wobble better than like half the teenage girls on the boat.
I guess whatever Nick Saban's dance was, it wasn't a good enough dance for homeboy today that picked Florida over Alabama.
Is
The
it-
moms
Well,
got
to
really
be
upset
fair,
about it.
he was originally going to Florida and decommitted after the coach got fired.
No, I'm talking about the guy today.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I'm saying. Copeland was originally going to Florida.
Yeah.
And then McElwain got fired, so he decommitted from Florida.
No, it was the opposite. He committed to Florida today.
No, he was going to Florida a while ago when McElwain was still the coach. McElwain got fired. Copeland decommitted from Florida and said he's going to go seek other options. Then recommitted back to Florida.
Okay.
So I don't know how his mom was all confused. I think it was a setup. I think it was just a setup.
It seemed very
just
silly to
shenanigans.
me. Like,
Yeah, because she wore 2 different things: a Tennessee hat and Alabama sweatshirt. Yet he had a Florida hat there. Who he was already committed to a couple months ago.
Pruitt called him while Saban was there.
yeah.
Pruitt actually called him while Saban was there for the visit.
Really?
Yeah, because we interviewed a guy on Play Harder Radio last week from Pensacola News Journal that was actually there. He was the only guy that got a interview with Saban.
Really?
That's very limited, of course, but it's Saban. When is it not?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like Belichick. He's the Belichick of college.
Bobo, off topic. I
Both
felt
winners
bad
and none
that
of them hardly say anything,
Play
and when
Harder
they do, it
stole
doesn't
your
make
spot,
sense.
dude.
Yeah, everyone
smart
asked
guy.
me everyone were
like-
like, "What's happening?" or "What's wrong?"
Yeah,
It was it was
Nothing. And my mom was like, "So I saw you sit in the back." So yeah, I was late. So yeah, I figured you were. So,
I was
yeah.
looking at the chat. I was like, expecting to see like a lot of great football and all sorts of. And everything was like,
Yeah.
why is the black guy in the back? I'm like,
dude.
Man,
Bunch of
like-
Rosa Parks talk.
yeah.
It was a great show last week, but I won't lie. Like right before we went live, before Bobo showed up, like I thought Chad was just gonna be here from that show because we had agreed for that to happen. Which it was fine that James was here, but right before we went live, James was just like, "All right, cool, I'll film for Bobo," and then boom, he's sitting right here, and then
Bobo shows up. James goes
maybe
nowhere.
5 minutes later, Bobo walks in, and all of a sudden, Bobo just takes a seat back here, and I just look at him, I'm like, Bobo, and you're just like, just go ahead. I'm like, okay, and it just felt kind of odd. Like I've been doing this show with these 2 guys for what, almost 2 years now, and all of a sudden I've got 2 other
61st
guys.
episode.
Oh, I've got 2 other guys sitting to my left and right, and it was just kind of like strange. I was like, all right, well, I guess let's just go and do it.
And
But,
on
I
to
mean-
the next topic.
But I mean, it was a good show. I mean, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you.
No, it was great. It was fun. What are we talking about next?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I think that was fake. The whole Copeland mom drama
It
thing.
definitely does
You
seem
think it
set
was?
I
up.
think it was a setup.
Man, every other year there's one of those. Though.
Yeah, that's what they do now. It's like the new thing. I don't know what advantage that gives you in college football, but they like to do it. So
The
no one
funny
can
thing-
do
It's
it.
it's happened
Yeah.
before too. You remember when Derrick Henry?
I just said that, didn't I?
Did we talk about Derrick Henry?
Go ahead, Schreiber.
No, but our producer said it happened the year before.
Well, no, it wasn't the year before because Derrick Henry
I
was.
said it happens like every other year.
But I mean, with Derrick Henry, it did with it when he committed to Alabama over LSU. His mom got super pissed. In fact, like gave the ESPN reporters a load full of shit about how she was very upset about that her son didn't go to LSU instead of
That's
Alabama.
that's a bunch of whack ass moms making that shit about them.
I was about to say, as a parent, you should be excited that your kid's getting a great opportunity
Exactly,
for
yeah.
an awesome education, no matter regardless where you play
It
football.
makes me feel like they just look at their kid as
Yeah.
their future cash cow. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's
Yeah,
horrible.
It's like-
just because you don't go to Alabama doesn't mean they're getting recruited. It just means.
I mean, who cares? I mean, if your son's getting a free scholarship, who gives a fuck? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, and Gainesville is nice.
If
I like
if my son got
I was
a
just
schol-
there.
If my son got a scholarship to anything that was involved with Auburn or LSU, I'd be stoked for him.
Yeah,
Absolutely stoked for him. I don't
That
care.
and Florida academically is better than the other schools that he was choosing from.
Exactly. So I mean,
Well, so we all agree it's basically a non-issue. It's
I think it's a
completely fake.
non-issue.
It's
I
honestly
think
not
it
a
was very
non-issue.
silly.
We
It's like-
would have spent 15 minutes.
Well,
on it.
I mean, we
I
had to
think
talk
that
about
was
it.
fake. I think the whole thing
Yeah.
was fake in the gym there.
it felt a little weird. By the way, the hotline is open 850-976.
907-7686.
Yeah, that number.
How many episodes has it been?
61. Yeah.
He doesn't know the number.
Neither do I. So whatever.
Yeah, it's
But I mean,
okay.
guys, I had to track before I got here. And
By the way,
yeah,
Pensacola people, check out
fucking
Taquera
moron.
Olgies on W Street near Michigan. It's pretty good. Chicken
Yeah.
tacos, very authentic, but watch out for bones.
W near Michigan?
Yeah, it's right down. Yeah, W.
Like at
Good
the corner
stuff.
of W in Michigan?
You know where that gas station's at?
Yeah.
Right.
It's on the other side of the street where the strip mall's at. There's like a vape shop over there.
Oh, like over by whatever that the pool bar.
yeah.
place.
Right over there.
can't
It's
remember what
it's
it's
in
called.
that that strip mall area.
Free plug for this place.
Next to the
There you
vape
go.
shop.
Yeah, the vape shop's called like Bat Vape or
Right.
something.
Yeah. It's like the ripping
Some
off.
sort of weird animal vape.
I'm surprised DC hasn't come knocking on their door yet.
Right. That's their main priority.
I mean, they have the Batman logo and everything.
DC
Their
can't
logo.
even like manage to CGI a mustache off of Superman. Like,
And did you-
like,
Did you see
they
how?
have a lot of problems right
Yeah,
now.
poor DC. They need to really think. They need a meeting.
figure something out.
Marvel could take any random character that they have and make $1 trillion in the movies right now, right?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna try to do with Han Solo in the Disney World, but we'll see how that works.
Well, I mean, before we get down to the actual Super Bowl, Han Solo wasn't the only trailer that we saw throughout the Super Bowl. There was two that really made big splashes on social media. One was I don't think I sent you a picture for this, Kenny, so I apologize.
For the
but-
Netflix movie?
yeah, that the Cloverfield.
I'll get a picture. Just keep talking.
But I mean,
have no problem
but
with that.
first off, I do have to admit that was a pretty genius marketing idea by them, because that Cloverfield franchise, ever since it came out, like it's been very highly debated.
Oh, okay, I got a quick question. Obviously, you know this, and I don't. So there was that original Cloverfield movie with the big monsters or whatever.
Yeah,
And then there
a
was
monster, yeah.
Then there was the Cloverfield Lane or whatever. Were those
with
related?
John Goodman, yeah.
Were those related too?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Same
it's-
universe.
Now I know the first two are by the end of the one that was on Netflix. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, it's highly debated, and then then they put this new movie out on
Cloverfield
Netflix.
Paradox.
Yeah, Cloverfield Paradox. This new movie came out, and it's supposed to link all three of the movies together, and it does, but it doesn't. I watched it. I don't know about you guys, but
No, I haven't seen it. so
I
this
did.
is all
It's
spoilers.
all right.
I mean, it was a decent movie. I liked the way the direction that the movie went, but I will not lie, it's a little confusing. You got to pay attention to it. That's for damn
Right,
sure.
right.
But
they did that for a reason because
Yeah.
they're trying to drop you off a cliff.
well,
at the end.
that's J.J. Abraham for you with the way he's gone with this
Abrams?
whatever his name is. Like that dude has been very weird about the way he goes about this Cloverfield franchise since day one. Yeah, I know. Fuck off. I said his last name wrong. It'll be all right. Like.
Yeah, I just love. I mean, you like have a gift for like mispronouncing people's names and like just what was it, DeAndre Watson?
I said,
Recorded-
DeAndre Watson. Yeah.
Dude, that and that's okay. Go ahead. Let's talk
And
about
CJ
Cloverfield.
Forrester.
Yeah,
Foster.
It's Forster. It's fine.
No,
Foster.
it's pretty good, man. People drop
I-
like
I-
someone dies every 15 minutes.
I did like it. The new movie, the new Cloverfield movie. I did like it, but it was a little confusing, and I don't know how it puts all these movies together. I see you, Bobo. Like it's all good.
But
Like,
do you have any desire to watch this movie?
I see you, Bobo.
Not right away.
Doing that thing.
I have a whole bunch of other stuff I gotta go through. I'm watching that Altered Carbon right now.
Because I did like the first Cloverfield, and the second one I thought it was really good too. But I don't. The third one was supposed to like connect all of them together, and I don't really see how it did that much.
The first one? I never saw the first one.
The first one, it's very shaky.
It's
It's like probably the shakiest
it's very
found footage
cut and
movie
dry.
I've ever seen in my
The
life.
second one with
Blair
John
Witch.
John
Goodman.
not
John
John
Goodman.
Goodman.
I had no idea that they were connected.
Yeah.
However, it did flip me the fuck out when she walked out and that shit was really going
yeah.
down.
I mean, it
I mean, John
They're
Goodman's
co-
character was sick. He did need to be handled. Don't
no. I
get me
mean,
wrong.
they're connected, but they're not. And then the third one was supposed to connect all of them together. And I mean, spoiler. I don't really see how they did, except for that
that
very
very
last
end.
scene.
That's
Except for
it.
that very
Yeah,
last
I
scene.
haven't watched it. I mean,
And
I'm
even-
eventually gonna watch it, so don't spoil it.
Well, fair enough. Sorry, but like, I don't even see how that. I don't know. I mean, it was a good movie. I liked it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a fourth one. There's gonna have to be.
But
Oh,
while
it's
he
gonna
was
have to
watching
be.
this, I was watching a great movie from the '90s called The Crush. It was Alicia Silverstone's first movie. It's kind of like Lolito, but like
I've seen it.
reverse.
Lolito?
Yeah.
Lolita.
Lolita.
I've seen it.
Like Lolita.
seen
like,
that and Lolita.
I've never seen Lolita, so that's why.
I've seen the
C-
Jeremy
CJ
Irons
made-
one
CJ
and
made
the
fr-
original old one.
yeah, and
CJ
then,
made sure to tag me in that on Facebook. Let me know.
Well,
he was
yeah, I was
watching
watching that, and Kurtwood's the guy from That '70s Show is the dad of Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah, with
that.
Carrie Elwes, who's English. That was actually a really good
Which guy
movie.
is it from that '70s show?
The dad, Red.
The guy from
the guy from
yeah.
RoboCop.
the RoboCop.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Kurtwood,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, the asshole from RoboCop.
That's a good
Great
movie.
asshole
I
in
highly
RoboCop.
recommend you watch that movie.
Oh,
from
he
the
plays
90s.
a good bad guy. There's no doubt. Well, he's technically the bad guy from that '70s show. Red's an asshole. That's why
I
everyone
mean,
loves him.
he still cares about.
Matter of fact, he's on our soundboard, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he really?
Yeah, he says dumbass. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
So, but yeah, that's a good movie. You guys should watch that.
The other trailer that was kind of like, I mean, even though one already came out, well, there's the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, that looks like absolute hot trash.
Absolute.
Why
hot
are they
trash.
still going back to this fucking island with fucking dinosaurs
Well,
on
no,
it?
they're
And this
trying
time
to
it's
like
gonna be blowing up soon. So.
they're
Why?
trying to take the dinosaurs off the island to
Where
save
they can
their
kill
lives.
some other island people? This has just become dumb. They can't explain it no
This
more.
is Jurassic
They're-
Park for
yeah.
snowflakes. They gotta save the species.
It's
I think they're
just
Noah Arking
stupid.
it. They gotta save the species so they're going to
Why?
extinct again.
As much as I loved all the Jurassic Park movies, even I'm like
You like
kinda
the last one?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was good,
I
but
liked it.
I'm
The
scratching
end
my
was
head
awesome.
about the.
God.
I'm scratching my head a little bit
It's
about
got
the
the Parks
plot
and
of
Rec
this
guy
one.
in it. Is that the
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
Chris
yet.
Pratt.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a fun movie, but this one, I mean, it looks like there's entertaining scenes in it, but overall, like, I'm a little bit
Y'all are the
I'm a-
reasons why they keep making these movies.
no, but I am very like confused by why
Bobo,
they
you're
built
the reason people keep talking about them.
exactly. I don't know why.
fucking
I
agree
mean,
with me.
if there was a volcano on this island, then why the hell do they make a theme park there to begin with? Like,
Why did they make a theme park to begin with?
People
Make
go on
money.
vacation.
Why?
to
because it's a
volcano
movie,
islands.
Bobo.
Why
but I
would you
mean,
have a? But even
They-
that,
yeah.
let's just say they made the first one, right? All right. Somehow, some way, someone allowed that first one to be made, which makes no fucking sense at all. That would even get sanctioned on any way.
All right,
anywhere.
I've
let's
got-
say it got made. You go back and make a second one after. It was a massacre. What happened to those people on the island? They were
Actually, 5 people
massacred.
died.
And then it doesn't matter.
it was a
You're
testing.
getting killed by basically aliens at that point. They're just freaking dinosaurs that shouldn't exist are running around ripping people apart. And we only saw that on film. We had no idea how many attendants, how many like staff members got eaten. There are gate guards hanging out telling people where to go. I'm sure lots
Not
of
to
them
mention
got,
the
we just
dinosaurs-
saw 5 on film.
This
I'm
was-
sure
this
a
was
lot more
the-
people got
Not to
murdered out
mention the
there.
dinosaurs.
in the
were
first one,
fucking themselves.
in the first one there was no attendants there. There was just the people they invited there. The 5
There was
people.
Well,
the
I mean, like,
people,
they had to
all those
set that
gun,
place up,
all those,
you know?
yeah. Who built it, Schreiber? Did they just airlift in some?
They were on
some
vacation.
Chinese
I mean,
guys
fair,
real quick and-
fair enough, but you do realize this is a movie, right? Like,
I know, but even movies have to have some sense of fucking groundedness somewhere
Yeah.
for you to actually be able to sit back and enjoy it for what it is.
I still like
if
Jurassic.
not, it
I
just runs to a rampant shitball.
I mean, I still personally like Jurassic World, but this sequel, I have definitely got my eyebrow raised. I don't understand why, like, the whole plot just seems off. Like, apparently there's a volcano there, and
I
they
think it'll be
did.
fun. Good popcorn fun.
Yeah, but how did they not know that volcano was there to begin
I don't think
with?
there's a movie
Like,
CJ doesn't like.
Oh, there's plenty. But I mean, I think
The
this will
good
be,
ones.
I think this will be good popcorn fun.
We'll see what happens. We're losing viewers. We haven't talked a single bit about the sports games.
Dude, who cares?
Whatever. We had other things to talk about.
This
Who
is
gives a
sports.
shit?
You're right.
All
like,
right, what's the third trailer?
Deadpool 2?
I think that was it. Actually,
Deadpool 2 came out. That trailer looked amazing.
I missed it. I actually
Josh
missed it
Brolin
completely.
is a freaking Cable. You know, it's really
His
cool.
arm's not CGI, so it's just green.
Yeah, and then they're talking about bringing in X-Force. It just looks awesome.
I'm
What a
feeling weird
great
about Deadpool
movie.
too. I think it's gonna fall short to the last one.
They made Domino a black chick.
I hope I'm wrong. 'cause
I'm
that
sure
was the
some
first
people
one,
are
but-
upset by that.
Is that like blackwashing? How's that like?
Well,
is
Domino's face was actually half black, half white, so I don't know.
You
how
can go
anyone
either way.
how anyone, even when she took her makeup off, she was still half black, half white. I was like, I didn't know if her face is permanently that way or what, but
I don't know.
anyway, I like Domino. She's one of my favorite like non-character characters.
I always
But
like.
I really loved X-Force too. It was one of my favorite comics growing up in the 90s.
And then X-Force, they actually had a new lineup with Wolverine, Deadpool, Nightcrawler, Psylocke.
Yeah, the recent stuff.
Yeah, so I wonder if they're gonna try to tie any of that stuff in.
My homegirl Spiral was part of some crew, wasn't she? Part of was it X-Force? Recently, she was part of some crew, then she disappeared again.
I know
She
Spiral
is
was
my
with
favorite.
Mojo for a long time.
No, she was part of an X-Men squad like the last couple of years.
Yeah,
She was a leader of it, actually.
okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about though. But I guess we should talk a little
Talk
bit.
about the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, I guess we tried to go as
We've got-
long
we've
as
got-
possible.
We've got 20 minutes left.
We
All
tried to go
right.
as long as possible without mentioning that football
Super
game.
Bowl. Patriots lost. Funny thing about the Patriots losing is I'll be talking to people about it, and I forget that the Patriots lost.
Mm-hmm.
And in the back of my head, I think they won as I'm talking. I'm like, oh no, they didn't win. They lost. That's right. I keep thinking they won for some reason
Yeah.
because you're so used to these guys
Captivating
winning.
take, Bobo. Captivating take.
Well, honestly, I could not care less about who won. I was like
Yeah,
kind of
I-
rooting for the Eagles, but I didn't really care. It was a good game. It was a really
Yeah,
great game.
it
Like,
was a very entertaining game, but like it was
Tom Brady can't catch. We
I
found
just-
that out.
I just had there was no stake in it, you know. Like,
There is a
It was
lot of
great game, though.
offense.
It really was a great
entertaining.
game.
Yeah, and then they benched Malcolm Butler, who's played 98% of the snaps for the Patriots, and then he gets one special team snap, and the whole thing's under control. And like the backup Eric Rowe got just destroyed the whole game. I mean, Nick
But
Foles,
wasn't Butler getting torched through the regular season anyway?
I mean, he had a down year, but he's better than what was out there, especially in the biggest game of the
of the
year.
season, yeah. I mean, considering they've already made it there. But
So really, I mean, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. All these guys that he wanted to send this message to aren't going to be there anymore. And then
And I mean, if you look at some
Maybe
of the,
that was the message he was sending, is that they're not going to be there anymore.
but
Well, I
it's
mean,
like the biggest. That's the game he played all year for. I mean, freaking win the game and then find him like crazy afterwards.
look at some of the other problems the Patriots had in that game. I mean, they lost one of their big wide receivers, Brandon Cooks, earlier on that game, who ironically was taken out by Malcolm Jenkins. So saint on saint
Violence.
Yeah.
violence.
Brandon Cooks is overrated.
Yeah,
That guy-
now that he's a Patriot, he's very overrated.
Was it
Yeah, like,
because
he-
he,
I thought
had
that
pretty
as a
amazing
Saint.
stats, didn't he?
He has okay stat. I mean, like he's a good straight line runner,
Heard he
but
was
he
one
doesn't
of-
attack the ball.
He had some of the most receiving yards.
Actually, CJ does make a point. I mean, Brandon Cooks was great with the Saints. He's a good receiver, but
Disappears,
the
man.
Saints literally proved this year that he was not that necessary.
How?
Well, okay, let's
By-
look at two examples. Every year the Saints had Brandon Cooks, we did not make the playoffs. The one year we didn't have him, we did.
Okay.
End of story. I mean, I don't know how any other
End
way
of
to
story.
prove it.
That's it. What John says goes.
Well, I mean,
That's 61 episodes.
what
John
other
says
what other
goes.
proof do you need? They didn't make the playoffs with him. They did without him.
I think the defense had a whole lot to do with that. Plus
They-
the addition to the running game. That's
I
why
mean,
they
yeah,
playoffs.
fair enough, but like, still, like, they did fine without him. Is what I'm getting at. Like, they didn't. He doesn't like make or break a team.
Ted Ginn is a more complete receiver. Brandon Cooks has incredible speed, but he only runs certain routes. And there was one play against the Patriots in the Super Bowl where he's doing an end around, and he has so much yards, like to room to run, and basically runs right into the dude, tries this terrible hurdle, and then just gets stopped.
I'm trying to see a ranking of the receivers this year, but I can't find a.
I mean, he put up decent stats, but if you actually just watch the games itself, so.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It was a good, and then Philly decided as they won, they decided to riot and burn down
Destroy
the city.
the entire town of Philadelphia.
Yeah, it looks like he came in. If you do whatever this matrix is for this DraftKings, or He came in at number 10 or number 11.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, out of the top 10.
That doesn't sound bad.
But you also gonna know it was a down year for receivers all together.
Michael Thomas came in at 7 though.
Yeah,
Good
it was
team.
a down year for receivers all across the
I
board,
believe that.
though. I mean, you lost Odell.
Now you're
Beckham.
down. No, that's acceptable.
No, like,
I
think about
do
it.
believe it, but
And then
Amari Cooper led the league in drops.
yeah.
yeah, he did. Yeah, big time.
Think about just fantasy outside of like Antonio Brown. How many like really and great receivers had a good year? this
Antonio
year?
Brown went from a few months ago being talked about as the MVP of the league, and then he was just out of the
He had a
question.
down stretch. I mean, I lost because DeAndre Hopkins had I guess the best year overall, right behind Brown.
Says Brown. Yeah, I mean, I got,
Outside of especially when Deshaun Watson was in there. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, congrats to Philly.
Yeah, I mean that is great. that
the
they
first
finally won a Super Bowl.
championship, for that team. They've made it to 2 Super Bowls prior. They made it to a bunch of NFC title games in a row. I know a lot of people were rooting against the Patriots, but because most of them are AFC fans and probably angry that they always lose.
It's the syndrome of you don't want the people that always win to win.
yeah.
They're like that against Alabama. They're like that against the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Golden State Warriors, or the whatever team LeBron plays for. Like you want to see the favored team lose.
Well, it's like the Patriots are one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history, but
Easily, yeah.
a lot of people are upset because they always have that mar of controversy. Like every one of their Super Bowls, there's someone complaining like, "Oh, well, they cheated to get this." But I mean, the results have been the same ever since Belichick, took over as the coach after he jilted the Jets, just like McDaniels just jilted the Colts.
Yeah.
Which
which I thought was a absolute nonsense move on that guy.
Not unless you are supposed to name next in line. What if Belichick is going to go coach the Giants?
and Belichick's the one that convinced him to stay.
He's not going to. Belichick's going to stay as the coach of the Patriots. And I mean, McDaniels from the Patriots, kind of a bitch move. I'm not going to lie. He had pretty much committed to be their head coach for the Colts, and it was basically like kind of like committing to like you're going
Did
to
his agent drop him?
No, he was good. It's almost like if you're agreeing to marry somebody, and then right before you have to walk down the aisle, you say, "You know what? Never mind. I don't want to do this anymore."
Shit happens all the
So
time.
yeah, it's
That's
like
what
you-
he did.
You realize
Well, I'm
you're
pretty
making
sure
a mistake and you want to get out of it.
Against the Colts, which is already
McDaniel's agent dropped him for that.
a bitch move. Bitch move. Very sorry, scared move on that guy, in my opinion.
Well, I mean,
At the last minute, you pull that crap. Come on, I'm sorry.
Denver fans say
Tell us how you really
yeah.
feel.
I'm
Denver
just sorry.
fans say
I'm
that's
just
how he
sorry.
rolls.
I'm just sorry. A very bitch
Maybe-
move on that guy's
Maybe
part.
it's not a bad thing if he wasn't committed fully to being there. Why would the Colts want someone that's like iffy to be
know
there?
what? He
I
probably-
mean, why would this guy not think this through before telling them he's going to do something, and then at the last second say, "Oh, never mind."
He probably heard my take about Luck. He probably watched my earlier
might have- he
episodes.
might have
Like,
heard that.
whoa.
Luck is dead.
Either way,
man.
that dude's a bitch. I think it's a total
Wow.
bitch move. It was. I mean,
It was a major Lane Kiffin move for sure. Huh?
Yeah.
That's what
was.
someone.
It was.
That's,
They gift him-
I've heard
it
that
was.
referenced
Such
several times
fury
too.
and vigor. Against
I just think it was a very cowardly move to say you're going to do something and then back out of it at the last second.
I mean, like I can't really complain because I've been dubbed CJ when it comes to trades and fantasy football, like getting everything set up
Ding, 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 ding,
and then
ding.
backing out at the last minute. But
It just was, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going to tell a professional football team you take over the coaching job, then just fucking do it. Don't back out at the very last second.
Belichick and Kraft convinced him to stay. It was like a
Oh.
late minute, hey, don't leave us. He showed loyalty to his team.
That is very Belichick-ish, is what it sounds
So,
like. That's
I mean,
very
it's-
Bellicick-ish.
There's two ways
I'm
to
sure
look
there was a
at it.
hand job and a little sack of cocaine and a
God.
$1 million.
Why is there hand jobs in coke?
Where are you going with this, man?
Maybe he just likes
This
the
just
team.
became my kind of show.
Yeah.
Because of the Patriots. Anyways, I just thought it was a lame move.
Maybe
I
he
didn't
just
like it.
wants to stay with them.
Sure, and he had all that time to think about until the last goddamn
Well,
minute.
he probably slept on it and then woke up and just like, nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah,
You never
Or
changed
they
your
offered
mind
him.
last
They
minute?
offered him more
Okay,
money.
well, cool. Welcome to adulthood, McDaniels. I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. He put the Colts in a bad position. I didn't like it.
I mean, it's not like the Colts were in a great position before.
Yeah, they didn't have to fire their coach.
Still, I just
It's also not your career either, right?
you're right. It's
Yeah.
not, but I mean, at the same time,
And he has to move, and he has to, change his.
he
whole
had time to
life.
think about that until the last
You
goddamn
never applied.
day.
You've never applied for a job and then just decided you didn't want to take it, or a better opportunity came along.
No, not to where I had to move, or that I was paid millions of dollars to do it. No, it's just a lame move.
He
I didn't
felt
like
that
it.
staying with the Pats was a better opportunity.
And
I
so
don't see a
it-
problem
it-
with
so
that
it occurred to
whatsoever.
him. So after months of agreeing to this, it occurred to him today at the last minute that it was like, oh well, never mind.
Yeah, you-
Things
like, you sleep
change,
on it,
man. It's his fucking career. You know
Eh.
what I'm saying? It's not. I don't understand how you can have an
I'm
opinion
sorry,
on
I
that.
don't buy it. I feel like he fucked the Colts pretty bad on that one.
Oh, like, so he did this on purpose. You think?
Personally, yeah. I just thought it was a bad move.
He's so. I mean, I just don't
The
get
Colts
it.
and the Patriots do have some history.
Ding ding ding.
Which,
Don't feed the
They
fucking
do.
conspiracy
They do.
train,
It's-
man.
so you
It
think
was
it's
just
like,
a dumb move. I mean, why are you going to say you're going to do something for a while and then
why
the
would he
very
care
last
what
sec-
team he would go to? I mean,
Technically,
he
I don't. Technically, I don't. I don't give a fuck. But at the same
Well,
time,
no. Like, you say it's conspiracy.
I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm saying it's a
Well,
fucking
you
bullshit
ding,
move.
dinged.
Because he makes a point. But
Ding ding ding. That's his like third ding 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 tonight too. By the way.
he just makes a point. But at the same time, it's just a bullshit move. I mean, how are you going to sit there and say no at the very last minute after you've agreed to something for a long time? It's
Total
just,
bullshit. Total bullshit.
I didn't like it. I thought it was very cowardly on that guy.
What a jerk.
Yep.
So, I mean, whatever. I don't care. Just makes him look like a bitch.
Well, hey, you know what? He's going to stay with the Patriots. The Colts will find a head coach. And we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, good for them.
Time will tell if the move was smart.
You are fucking salty about this, man.
it's-
Holy shit.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's like you're taking it fucking personally.
No, I just think it's funny.
kinda-
Like,
you
I just think
I
it's
don't
funny.
know, man. You
I
got,
wouldn't
you
use
got,
the word funny for how you're feeling about it, but
Am I really? I mean, I just think it's
Nah,
funny.
dude,
No,
you,
it's fine.
You got
I
super
mean-
passionate and super salty.
You're almost like a
see where you're
jilted
coming
lover.
from.
No, I just think
I see where you're coming from.
I just think it's a bullshit move.
Because usually you don't see that too often because
No.
it
No, you
is
don't- you
it
don't-
is looked as
You don't see
As
a
a bad-
you don't
unprofessional
You don't
move.
see a professional, making a professional decision and be like, oh, never mind.
They had a press conference lined up, too. Like,
Yeah,
they were about
and,
to introduce him. He was like, nah.
Did they
Yeah,
really?
exactly. Like,
Was there a hat sitting there for him to wear and all that
Yeah, he
shit?
picked up the Patriots
Oh,
hat.
jersey
yeah.
with his name
Walked
on
He
it and all that
picked up
shit.
his
it's
grandma
just-
walked
it's just,
away.
It's just more Belichick stuff, I mean,
His
it's
grandma
just-
walked off camera.
Like, Daniel's grandma's like, oh! Boy.
She walked off
Somehow
camera.
wearing a Colts hat with a
Yeah.
Jags jersey. It makes no sense what's going on. Dude, I'm out of here.
No, I
It's
mean,
ridiculous.
Oh man.
but yeah.
No, and I mean, I personally, whatever. Who cares?
It is whatever, but I thought it was bullshit. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be wrapping up for
And the Eagles won. Congrats.
yeah, the Eagles won.
Yeah. By the way, some man ate horse poo
that happened
in Philadelphia.
Was it a tribute to what happened in Cleveland?
He was. Yeah, I guess they're so excited the victory. They decide the only thing I can possibly do now to show how happy I am is eating shit.
Bobo, you
Tip over a couple
you
cars.
shared with me and CJ and Kenny on our group chat on Facebook that there was some girl in Philadelphia that was so excited they won that ran down the street of downtown Philadelphia wearing nothing but an Eagles mask. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing.
No, she was naked.
Yeah,
there
no,
pictures?
an
She was-
Eagles mask and
And
bare
she was
ass
like
dude,
clawing like a bird. That's like
Was she good
running down
looking?
the-
Or was
you couldn't.
it?
Well,
Couldn't
you
tell,
couldn't
like, I
tell.
mean-
So it was like
The body was average, but I mean, other than that, you couldn't tell. I mean,
that's something you don't see every day. So
No, you don't.
But
see
Phil-
that
I mean,
all over the-
Philadelphia really like went.
I saw a
They
man
went after it after that game was
standing
over.
on top of
like-
a car in his tidy whities driving. Their car just driving down the road, and he's just standing on it in his tidy whities, just like this.
yeah,
I mean, Bobo, what outside of that girl running down the street naked, what was the craziest video you've seen since the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Well, the funniest, like I saw one where
I
like
think we've all seen one.
like a police wagon with people inside the wagon. But on top of the wagon was a dude sitting there driving.
Like,
that
yeah,
was just
like
so
driving down
funny
the
because he's
street, just
actually
like,
sitting
you know,
on
owning
top of the police wagon, just sitting on top of like, hey, whatever. People climbing
yeah.
like just random fires being set.
the one where like the guys like they tipped over the car, and there was
Yeah.
that guy in the white Eagles jersey that when the car was tipped over, he turned around and beat on his chest like he was fucking King Kong. That's hilarious in the worst way ever. Like,
how do you like celebrate like that? Like, yeah, my
I
team
don't
won.
know.
Like,
I don't know, but Philadelphia Eagles fans are totally.
I'm gonna
backing
set
this.
fire to
is
this car.
Totally
Yay!
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, like, as a Saint fan, I know we get a little, from time to time. Suddenly, I do not feel 110% embarrassed one bit being a Saints fan and seeing this shit. I don't. Because that's crazy. I mean, me and CJ, we were there. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, she has boots on.
Okay.
I mean, it's thick.
That's one of them.
Is that on a loop?
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
That's
No, she wasn't that great looking.
No, I mean, not really.
I mean, I guess she's
Kind of had a man body.
Like I said,
she's
the
from
bot-
she's
yeah,
from Philly. I mean,
yeah,
she
it's-
probably
she-
played linebacker.
It's
in
winter
hockey.
time, man. She had to put it on.
she had a little
Yeah.
dad bod.
But I mean, hey, I mean, she did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
better
like,
dad bod than me.
Honestly, I'd hang out with the eagle thing on. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
Bubba do some
might,
cock
might
holes
be
on that
better if
ass.
the eagle mask was actually on. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
I'd-
a-
Yeah,
how
just
they
leave it
respond
on.
to it.
leave it on.
It's just crazy how fucking batshit crazy that entire town went when they won that game.
Well, yeah, I mean, you knew that was going to happen, and I can't wait for the Always
This is
Sunny
the
in
weirdest
Philadelphia.
NFL season ever. Does anybody
Ever.
else agree with that?
Ever, I'm almost kind of glad it's over with.
Matter of
now.
fact, I think we should put, one of the things we can put out before you guys come back from break is just sort of a weirdness of the NFL that, I mean, everything
agree.
from the
I
way,
agree totally.
Everything from the way that the Philly fans act all the way to Derek Carr's car
and
commercial.
Donald Trump and all that nonsense.
To
Yeah,
how the Saints lost, that was like I've never seen a team.
I don't know what you're talking about right there, but I mean, anyway.
Weird things like people trying to convince
Yeah.
us how no one's watching the NFL anymore, yet everyone's
they
watching
are.
the NFL. I'm like,
Yeah,
why are
but-
you trying to convince us of that? It's
They
just a lot
say the
of weird
ratings
stuff.
are really bad, but they're going off of Thursday night football.
Yeah, exactly.
ratings.
Well,
Like,
Fo-
it's
yeah,
just-
Fox
Everybody's
Bell,
watching on the internet because it's free on NFL.com.
But yeah,
on the
Donald
internet.
Trump's like, well, I'm going to go watch Alabama play Georgia and fuck everyone over that wants to get into that game. Like, what a dickhead move. Jesus Christ.
I love Trump. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
Dude,
Anyways,
he cured global warming.
he did.
So
He cured global warming. He's
How- what?
yeah, it was the
No, I
coldest.
don't know. What?
It was.
It was 40 degrees.
It was
yesterday,
the coldest
other
winter
day.
that we've ever had, and it's because Trump's in office. Did you not hear that?
And that, huh?
It's science, bro.
even Kenny's wife in the other room was like, what the fuck is this
science.
stupid asshole talking about?
It's a fact. You can
You
look
are
at
I
it.
don't know what you
pathetic
just said.
loser.
I don't know what you just said.
Thank
Global warming cured. Thanks, Trump.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We've
Now 2012 this isn't gonna happen, or tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Those are gone. Thank you, Trump.
all right, so
Appreciate it.
we're about to end the episode. This is actually our last episode for the season.
Thank God.
Yeah, right.
Hold on.
Wait,
Also,
this-
I got
No.
one more thing.
Oh,
Steve's like, I got one more thing.
Let it go.
Just-
Let it go. Let
Just
him
got
in.
my house.
I missed a couple weeks here because I was on
No,
vacation.
fuck you. If you're using
Get
that
it
as
out
an
there.
excuse,
No.
you're done.
Let him speak.
I got to ask a question, and if any ladies are watching, I hope you answer this question too.
Okay.
When is the appropriate age to wear a thong bathing suit?
What?
What is the appropriate age?
I would say somewhere
Like-
between
woman?
12 and 13.
See, that answer creeps me out.
It's a fucking joke. Did
No,
somebody
okay.
really give you that as an answer?
No, okay.
Because you answered it so confidently.
What was the
It
question?
was
again?
immediately like, 12, 13, bro.
What is
Yeah,
the
so here we
age
go.
that a young lady can wear a thong bathing suit?
Between the ages of 18 and 19.
Correct. When
Or that,
she's
yeah.
an adult.
And after that, no, after 19 and before 18 is no, but that 1 year between 18 and 19, go for it. After that, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was on a cruise.
If it's just one summer of 10 too many
if-
calories,
if-
you're
if-
off the
If
list.
they're 17, they can have that
No.
suit that covers the cheeks a little bit, like
I
that
don't-
way.
I'm okay
No.
with the 17.
No, if you're not an adult, you shouldn't show cheek.
Unless
That's
you're
the thing,
European.
Well, I mean, that's not going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
almost every woman's bathing suit.
Why? What happened, CJ? Did you see a younger person wearing it and it was very
Dude,
disturbing?
the entire cruise that I went on.
They were probably
there-
European.
I mean, there were like girls that were clearly young, like teens. And I'm like, what? Your ass is showing. This is like a terrible thing. There should be an age limit.
There's
For
a
that-
reason why he's bringing this up.
That's
by the
an
way. Just
example
throwing it out
of
there.
'Cause
Americans
honestly-
and
No,
their
I mean, like-
pent-up sexual bullshit.
Seriously, I mean, this
Seriously,
is
that's why
Yeah.
Americans rape people and we have more sexual crimes than anywhere else in the
Yeah.
nation. It's because
Here
we're so
comes
fucking
politics.
seriously, we're fucking this is a very pent up like fucking Amish nation, man. Seriously, they're like fucking Quakers.
The weirdest thing though is, yeah, we have these hang-ups, but yet we are the greatest producer of porn in the world.
that's fine, make money off of it, but like, you know,
The porn industry,
Essentially could be part of that equation as well. Just putting that out there.
like when Janet Jackson's nipple came out, the fallout from that was ridiculous. I was like, dude, when I was a kid, I could buy the newspaper for my dad. Page 3 of every newspaper has a woman with her tits out. It's just the page 3 girl, and that's a newspaper that I could buy myself as an 11-year-old, whatever. Just because I need to buy a paper for my dad.
That
A
wasn't the newspaper, but I do remember that machine next to the newspaper
Yeah.
machines that used to have those in it.
Yeah, well, ours
You
is
won't
a
see that kind
regular
of shit.
newspaper.
Well, you see shit like that still in like Las Vegas and stuff like that, but that's about it.
it's just really
but
inappropriate.
honestly, I don't think that children should be wearing thong bikinis.
No,
personally.
not at all.
because-
Unless you're an
Not at all.
adult.
That's
I
too
totally
weird.
forgot about the porn newspaper machine that used to be next to the regular one. I wonder if old people that weren't prepared accidentally grabbed the wrong newspaper a couple times.
Well, a friend of ours, Ashley Polk, that works at Coyotes, she was on a cruise, ironically around the same time CJ was, and I guess there was a cruise leaving at the same time that hers was, and the other cruise across from her was a Disney cruise, and they got super pissed that they saw people on her cruise getting partied down and getting naked and drinking hardcore and stuff like that.
At
They
least
were
they
getting
were
naked
adults.
in dock.
Apparently they filed some pretty heavy claims about it. Not happy one bit. They said that there was nudity involved in what that.
I
was.
didn't see anything.
They were still in dock.
They were. Yeah, I guess. So,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me on that because I don't know. But this
I'll
is what
have to read up.
this
I'll
is
do
what I
some
read from a
research.
Yeah, it's
post
the
that she
equivalent
made.
of a Yelp review was complaining about it.
They were definitely unhappy about it. It's a little
I
after.
wonder if they yelled, "I'm leaving a bad Yelp review."
Probably. I mean,
That'd be
they
hilarious.
went after their group on Facebook. It's after 10, so let's go ahead and
I
wrap the show.
definitely will never be going on a Disney cruise now if it's going to be all pent up like that.
Yeah.
Like
It's
they
the
make
Star
it
Wars
seem
one,
like
I
they
might
have a
think about
nice
it, but-
adult nightlife and you can like drop your kids off.
I think they were more worried about the fact that kids might have saw tits for their first time, but
If you don't want kids to see tits for the first time, don't take them out of the United States because that shit's
Fair
acceptable
enough.
everywhere else.
dude, fair enough. That's a great point. That is. I mean,
Ding, ding, ding.
you
I
you
should've
should
got a
ding
ding,
ding
ding,
ding
ding.
them. Your kids are gonna see tits no matter what one day.
Thank you, CJ.
Yeah, no problem.
With that being said, thank y'all very
Wait,
much
say
for
that
watching.
Again. Say that again. Your kids are gonna see tits one day.
Your kids are gonna see tits one day. It will happen.
Your kids
true.
might have tits one day.
Well, I mean, I don't care what you do. If your kids are Jehovah's Witness, Mormons, Jewish, I don't care. They're gonna see tits. Anyways,
I like Jewish tits.
Yeah. You know, I've never
CJ's
seen
got
Jewish tits
gorgeous
besides
Jewish
mine.
tits.
You haven't?
No.
They're full. They are
Yeah.
full.
We've got a Foley.
I need to.
so there it is. The end of 2 seasons of the
You can
Underground
hear
Pub Show.
them.
We
You can
ended
hear
this
them
way.
move.
Yeah,
We ended
that's
this way.
You
awesome.
can hear them move. They like
Man.
swish.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to have my girlfriend convert, man.
I don't know if it works that
Swishing
way.
It has to be
Cool, y'all have
natural
fun with
Jew
that.
tits.
Well, yeah.
This week on the Underground Pub Show, Jewish swooshing titties.
I like the way that you still took that seriously, like Jewish titties. All right, here we go. All right, guys, thank y'all very much for watching these 2 seasons of the Underground Pub Show. We'll be back for the end of March Madness. The NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs are coming up soon, so we'll see y'all then. Until then, same time.
Ish.
not same
and-
time.
Yeah, not same time.
Same time ish.
We'll see you guys in about a month and some change. Thank y'all very much for watching. We appreciate it. We've had a lot of fun doing this. So we see y'all for season 3 of the Underground Pub Show here on the PPK Multiverse Network. My name is Schreiber, Bobo, CJ, and our producer Kenny. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time for the Underground Pub Show, right here on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
Wow, your balls are so big. I can't even fit them in my mouth.